I think I have to mute this or something. Yeah, I have to mute this.
Yeah, that's how we did it
Oh
last
no,
time.
can't do that. Well, how did I do this last time?
I don't remember what you muted, but I know you had to mute something. I don't know if you had to mute your phone.
Mute this or something. Yeah, I have to mute this.
Yeah, that's how we did it last.
Oh no, can't do that. I'm figuring it out. Hello, everybody. I'm here. I'm figuring this
I
out
don't know
again.
if you muted, but I know you had to mute something. Everybody, happy Easter, happy spring. We're working out our tech stuff as we usually do because this is still pretty new for us.
Hello, everybody.
I'm coming to you live from my kitchen, which you cannot see. Um, but my dining room and my kitchen are both well, the kitchen's pretty much cleaned up at this point, and so is the dining room. I just shooed my Easter company out the door. So
She was telling me about her parties. If anyone's here, I'm getting my phone out for the comments. If you're here, I haven't seen. I don't know yet. I don't know
yeah,
if we're here
if we
yet.
have anybody's joining us tonight, I hope
Let's
we have
see.
people
I
joining
hope we
us tonight.
do. I sure
Yeah,
hope we do. I did a podcast and I did say we were doing it. Hey, it says we're live.
yeah.
Let me go in there and see what. Oh wait, let me turn the volume down. And I'm the one watching. So we have no guests right now. Wait. How did I do this?
But
Okay.
we might.
Oh, I had to do it this way last time. Okay, they changed it, so now I can't do my flip phone magic. That's better though. I can see it better though this way. And so Donna, you had a good Easter. Your Easter dinner was good.
It was very nice. I'm used to entertaining and I miss not doing it. So this year, the people's varying situations as to whether or not they'd have other maybe family parties to go to or whatever. We sort of gathered up everybody who didn't have
Yeah.
somewhere else to be. And but it worked out really, really well. And I've got actually two people, cousin's mom, who's also my cousin um, is homebound, and so it's really hard for her to get out and about. So he was able then to have dinner with us, but then bring dinner to her and another one of my neighbors, again, also housebound. So one of the neighbors who joined us, who kind of keeps an eye out for her, was able to, again, we were able to send food over to
It's
her.
good
So,
that you made
you
that much
know,
food
so,
then.
yeah, so we kind of extended the meal out to people who couldn't join us. But then
Yeah,
the
yeah.
people who did join us are people who, for whatever reason, just didn't have another Easter event to attend.
I didn't. I made
Yeah,
my own Easter event.
I would have
This.
had you here if I could. Yeah, I would have had you here if I could,
We
but
do have somebody in here. We have one person in here, Donna.
okay.
And if let's watcher, or if you'd like to ask a question, we're doing 5 minutes free tarot readings. And if you have a question and would like a reading, you can say, I would like a reading. And if you have the question, ask your question. And if you don't have a question, you can just ask for a general reading. And if you have a topic, even, you could say a general love reading or a general career reading or something like that.
Now, some area of your life that's a focus right now, or that's a concern, or just an area where you're putting your energy. That's all good. It all works.
Yes. And so we have a delay. Remember that, Donna. So right
Yeah,
about now, where we are in the future for them. And
yeah.
we're catching up, or they're catching up to us right about now. And now they'll get the
Right, because there's the lag.
information. Now they're typing. Maybe. Are they typing? Oh, yeah, they're working on it.
Yeah,
What are they going to ask? I don't know. So, page of swords are first. What could it be? What could it be? What
I
could it
don't
be?
know.
It's like a spy card. But that's also like, I don't know this and I need to know it kind of question sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, which makes
Yeah.
sense. It's like whatever the burning question of the moment is, that's what we're here
Yeah.
for, among other things, but certainly that too.
Also about
But
life.
sometimes you just need to get down and, take a look, find out what's happening, find out what's coming up and go from
Yeah.
there.
I mean, and also like, I mean, it's not always like I think it has kind of negative connotations a lot of the times, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
sometimes, but
like I
I
always
don't
see
know.
the Page of Swords reversed as a spy, but sometimes it's a student who's having trouble learning too, or a
Yeah,
child who
or
can't
even
be heard.
picking up something new at work. Sometimes you get
Oh
new
yeah, get
software or you get
through
a
with
new
it or something.
process, right? You get a new process that you need to
Yeah,
acclimate yourself to, or you're new on the job and everything
that's
is new
true.
to
And
you,
you feel
even if
like
you have,
overwhelmed. Yeah, you don't know
right, even
anything.
if you have previous experience, you're learning that organization's ways of doing things.
Oh, Linda,
So
it's Linda, and she says, "Hi, I went to a great Easter dinner." Hey, Linda. But now we gotta wait the
Yes,
6 seconds, and we're in the
yeah.
future. Linda, it's so good you're back. I'm really glad you came back. I got her last time, didn't I? Did I get
Yes,
Linda
you
last
did.
time? Oh, it was your
Yes, you
turn for
did.
Linda. Linda,
Yeah,
if you would like a reading on anything, just ask and
yeah.
Donna's gonna get you. She won't get
Yeah. As a matter of fact,
you.
she was just here an hour ago.
That's the
So
great dinner she went to.
that's the
That's
great dinner she went to. We're neighbors. We're good friends, and she's a client, and she's a neighbor, and we're
great.
birthday. And she and I are also birthday twins.
Oh, the March 12th. That's really cool. I have a birthday
Well,
twin too, and we were born in the
well,
same hospital on the same day.
well. We were not born in the same hospital, but we were born the same day, the same year. We were both born in Chicago. We're 2 hours apart, but two different hospitals.
Weird. The girl
Yeah,
I know, we were born in the same naval hospital on the
yeah,
same exact day. I
yeah,
don't know what time she was born though, so I don't know if we
yeah.
were cross
Yeah,
paths or
she
not.
and I are two. She and I are 2 hours apart. I'm 2 hours older,
You're older
and I
and
always
more
will
mature
be.
and you know it all
Yes,
by 2 hours.
yes, and I always will be older by 2 hours.
Forever. Well, Linda's not saying anything. Linda, do you have
Okay,
any questions? Or do you want to, we can ramble somewhere. No one else has come in. So, Linda,
okay.
we had been talking. If no one came in and no one's asking any questions, we're probably going to shut this. Oh, did you? My cats are having a cat fight. What you do, babies? What you do
Didn't
that
hear
for,
it.
Mama? What you doing? What you fighting?
No
Oh, I don't
fighting.
know.
No fighting.
They don't fight like that usually. It's weird. They're acting really strange.
Like
Anyway,
Shakira.
well, I've been
No
really down
fighting. No
and
fighting.
out for like days, and I think they're just like, Mama's moving, you know?
They're tense. Yeah, they're probably just tense. They're on edge.
Yeah, I think you're right. But oh, Linda did say something. She said
Okay.
Donna is 2 hours older. I'll take a general reading, but am thinking of going to Florida to visit my mom soon, she says. You ready? Just tell me when you're ready.
Excuse me. I have to sneeze. There. Okay.
Well, that means something.
I think that was one sneeze, but we'll see. We'll see.
One sneeze down.
It's almost never just one, but we'll.
I know what you mean. Yes, if it is, it tickles forever.
Yeah.
It never goes away.
Yeah, it's like hovering. It's hovering in the side on the sidelines. Right, I'm going to start.
Okay, you got 5 minutes or more.
Yeah, I actually think it looks like it would be a good idea to probably go down for a visit. More like I feel like it's more like toward maybe the end of this month, maybe even into early May. I'm not sure what the lead time is needed, why there's lead time needed, but it does look like there is. And also, I don't know if this is the case, but it's very possible that there might be other. I mean, I know there's family that lives there, but this would be other family that might be visiting or might be planning to visit either right before, during, or after. So there's kind of an overlap between her visit and a visit from potentially from other family members from her siblings. Um, so yeah, but it does look like a good idea. And it looks like it will be beneficial. It'll be good for her to be able to get away from work, obviously, because it's always nice to be able to take a break from work. But even though I know strictly speaking, a family visit isn't always strictly vacation, it isn't strictly recreational. But there is an opportunity here, I think, for some relaxation. There's an opportunity to, kind of shift the focus away from work for a little bit. And I do feel like maybe there's some things that her mom maybe needs some additional help sorting out. Now, I happen to know her mom somewhat, and I know that she's not always open to the idea of receiving help. But at this point in time, just being able to do what is needed or talk about what's needed may be enough to kind of shift things a little bit. And I do think it'll actually give her mom some peace of mind too. So this actually looks like it's a good time to be doing this, to be handling this. And again, for me, it looks like this could happen more toward the end of this month or possibly even into early May for that trip to actually happen. That's really what I'm getting. I know we're not at 5 minutes yet, but that is what I'm getting. And there are some changes I think that need to be made. And a lot of times, especially with older people, but with everybody, sometimes making change can take some time to really build some momentum. Sometimes it takes a little while to get buy-in and to get the person to want that or to be open to that, to what's needed. And sometimes it takes a little while to implement.
She says, possible that my brother will go down sometime soon.
Okay. All right. So there may be some overlap. Maybe he's there first, then there's a little overlap for when Linda's there. But it does feel to me like there's going to be some that there'll be other family members there either concurrently or with some overlap one visit to the next. But all of you or whoever of you are there are going to need, I think, to help address or help her start to address some of the changes that need making. They don't necessarily look like they're huge major changes, but there are going to need to be some adjustments and she needs it. And I think she knows she needs it, but I also think that she could be pretty resistant to it coming from the outside, even though I do think it's gonna kind of it'll cross the barrier, it'll cross the resistance, and she'll be able to maybe make some changes.
And you got a couple more, you got something
Yeah,
for her. Oh,
yeah.
there's no one else in here. So are you good, Linda? I mean, you don't have to. I'm not making you. You
No,
do.
I know. But if there is any more, I mean, that's really what I'm getting on that question, and I'm not getting a whole lot of anything else. I mean, aside from that, it looks like it's all related to that question.
Yeah.
The only other thing is I could take a really quick look and just see generally, yeah, and I feel like maybe, and I know that, I know that she and her brother, communicate pretty well. It does look like there is going to be more communication, especially over the next, I'll say 2 weeks to 2 months. That looks very positive, by the way. This doesn't look like it's having to hash out, difficulties or challenges. It looks like it's an opportunity to maybe be even when you're close, sometimes you're not always in close communication. This looks like an increase in communication so that you're in more regular touch with each other, at least over this period of time. But it definitely looks to me like that's a positive, not because not because you're trying to deal with a problem.
Woo, good timing.
Mhm.
You said that right as the last. I love it.
I'm having the weather here is absolutely insane and my allergies are kicking in. I am going to go quickly grab a Kleenex. So excuse me, everybody,
Okay,
because
go
I'd
for
rather
it.
grab a Kleenex than have a runny
That'd
nose on camera.
be terrible. That'd be terrible. Linda, I hope that helped you out. I was just picking up a lot of hope in your energy. I don't know if you're feeling that way or anything. I just feel a lot of optimism and hope around you or within you or just about you. Um, I don't know. It's cool. I like hope. Um, she said sounds about right. Oh, well, she didn't come back yet. So I'll tell her when she comes back, Linda.
All right,
Oh,
here I am.
she said sounds about right to your reading.
Good. Okay. That's always good to hear.
No, there's nobody
And
else.
even though we are friends and we just had dinner together, we did not discuss any of this. Truthfully, we did not discuss any of this while we were having our meal, and with our other conversations. I mean, we had some general conversations about people's parents and caring for people as they get older. We touched on many topics, and we did not specifically discuss Linda's situation with her mom, just for the record.
Yeah, that's cool. I thought, yeah, that's really
Yeah,
rad. Oh, she said, I just had my taxes done and getting some money back, so I'm a bit upbeat. While you were gone, I was saying I
nice.
feel
That's always a good, yeah. Yeah, that's
and she
always a
said
good
that's what
feeling.
happens. Like, yeah, that will getting them done is just enough.
Yeah,
Oh, there's
sometimes just having that done and over with and off your plate, it's like, thank you, God.
right, exactly. I see my Amazon there. I ordered some candles, like tea lights from Amazon,
Yeah.
and he's here. I think he's about to buzz my door, so let me see.
Okay.
Hold on. I was like, that's gonna happen during the
What's
live.
going on today?
I have my phone mute. Oh no, I don't have it muted. I'm gonna mute it now so everybody doesn't have to hear it ring if he does that. Oh, it says it's delivered. I guess. Oh, he put it. Oh, it's out. They already did it. That's really weird. I guess that's somebody else's Amazon person. How funny.
Okay.
Okay, let me get back to the live tarot. So we don't have anyone else here. you want to go ahead and do our pick a card?
Yeah, let's do pick a card because we can still do all four cards. We could give our, even people who are watching maybe tomorrow
In
or
repeat,
even
or
later in
yeah.
the week. Yeah, exactly. They're watching the not live version. They can still get an idea of what's coming up for this week for
Yeah,
them
so pick a
based on
card.
which
If you're
cards they
new,
choose. Yeah.
yeah, I'll try to explain this every time we do this. If you don't know what a pick a card is, we'll each hold up two cards, and with your intuition, or however you wish, you pick one or more cards, and we'll give you what we see coming, possibly, and some advice. A lot of advice, more than advice than what we see coming, probably, about what we see coming, possibly. It's all possible.
Yeah.
You know, everything's in flux, and
And
this is just how
I try to usually look how, since we're going to be doing this weekly, I try to look from today through this time
Sunday.
next week, through Sunday next week. So, it covers a short span of time, but it's kind of what to be prepared for, what to focus on, what to look out for if there is
Yeah,
anything that looks like it might be a pitfall or a challenge, or, something to look forward to. Either
like
way,
me
however.
getting my taxes done.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, you ready? I got two cards.
Okay, I haven't yet, but I
I
will.
have a thumb and a
Yeah.
pointer. I'm not doing left and right because I have a hard time with that. I always have
Okay.
east and west and left and right. And I
Okay.
found out from my doctor that's actually an HEDS trait.
Oh, okay.
They don't know
Well,
why.
I have, okay, and I'm gonna do two finger, one finger. So here's two
Okay,
finger, here's one finger.
I'm feeling your two finger and I'm feeling
Okay.
my pointer for me. What do you
Okay.
feel?
Yeah, that's a good place to start. You want me to start with two finger?
Yeah, you start with two
Okay.
finger.
Okay, with two finger, the card I drew is the death card. So, first thing I want to say right away to everybody is please do not get upset. Please do not, freak out. If this was your card, if this was the card that you were focused on or that you were thinking about, just be prepared for change this week. And this probably will be big change. My strong feeling about this didn't just start or won't just start this week. This is something that's been in the works. It's been building. You've probably been getting some sense of what it's about and what it's around. And also maybe starting to prepare for it too, a little more so. Sometimes you get that rumbling, you get that feeling that something's coming. This is an opportunity now to kind of go to that next stage and go, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. And if you're actually the one generating the change, if you've been thinking about making the change, this is the time to start this week, is the time to go from, I'll say, purely thought or speculation and to move it to action.
Beautiful. I love that, Donna. I'll go with my next one. I'll do
Yeah.
I want to save my pointer just to leave myself in anticipation to clarify that death card. Go
Oh,
ahead and
okay.
do
All right.
that.
All right.
I'm going to do my thumb
Okay.
for
Do your
me,
thumb card.
for
Yeah, that's
everybody. I
cool
mean, if you pick
for
the thumb
everybody.
as
But
one of your
yeah, if
cards, all
somebody
your
picked the
cards.
thumb card, yeah, if somebody picked the thumb card along with Lisa,
You got
her preference.
the Knight of Cups reversed. And
Yeah.
I feel like this card, especially in the Rider Waite, to me, is getting to the bottom of something because a horse looks like he's looking at his butt. I've always seen it that way. He looks like he's looking at. So it's like getting literally to the bottom of, but actually finding out the answer of a mystery you've been trying to solve, possibly going on. And a lot of times this is feeling restless and you have creative bursts, but you don't know what to do with them. And it can be a business card where you're like kind of lost in your business deals. And another thing it can be here is, of course, about romance. And if it's about romance, I wouldn't jump to the conclusion this is about cheating. Don't do that. Usually, if it's about you. So
Hmm.
maybe you're having like romantic thoughts and you don't know what to do. Maybe you're single and you're looking. And it's kind of saying, like, check out these people, look deep into them and figure out what they're all about before you go and
Hmm.
do anything about it, maybe, and get to know them. And if you're in a relationship and this is referencing a love thing, it's kind of saying maybe for you, you feel like you're not feeling as much affection from your person, and tell them, let them know if you haven't, and
Hmm.
if you have told them, show them what you need.
Hmm.
Is my advice. So, you want to go with your other card?
Yeah, I will go with my one finger card. And my one finger card is the Emperor. So, for those of you who were focused on this card, this is a wonderful card for this upcoming week. This is your opportunity to be a boss. And I don't mean that in
Mm.
an arrogant way or a domineering way or a controlling way. But when you step into your own power, you're able to accomplish great things. And this is really the card of that kind of confidence and that kind of determination to say, you know what, I am ready to step into fill in the blank, whatever that is. That might be your work situation. It might be school. It might be in interpersonal relationships that you are ready to speak up for yourself or ready to be more communicative about what your expectations are. All of that is really good. I'm definitely seeing this and feeling this as a positive energy because anytime that we embrace our own agency, our own empowerment, we empower ourselves. Um, we're not looking to lord over other people. We're not looking to again dominate or manipulate or steamroll over other people, but we are looking at being an active participant and an active driver in our own life. We're in the driver's seat. So I would say this week, take the opportunities wherever in your life you're looking for them to go ahead and move forward with, again, with that confidence and that assuredness and that sense of, I'm going to say, kind of quiet power that you possess because what you're wanting and what you're wanting to manifest, what you're wanting to actualize in your life, it is ready to come into being. You just need to step into it.
Nice. Whoever got that. Mm. Let's hope
Yeah.
that goes with the death card. If you pick the death card too, that's a great sign for a promotion.
Yes, it is.
Right?
Yes, it
Yeah, I'd
is,
say
because
it's a
that's a big
positive
change.
death card,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes, it's a big change, but it's definitely a step into more of an authority, I'll say an authority role. Even
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you don't manage other people, it's more authority. It is more power.
Yeah, it's funny that you say emperor. I think of the Thoth deck as an empowered emperor.
Yes.
And with the Rider Waite, I think of it as a benevolent emperor, but reversed.
Right.
Oh, but sometimes I'll get the emperor upright, and depending
Yeah.
on other cards, he's not so benevolent, but usually he's benevolent and has best interests for everybody. I love the emperor in the Thoth deck though because he is empowered, and that's how he
Yes.
leads. He shows other people how to be empowered. So this is cool.
Exactly. It isn't about necessarily leading others, it's helping others step forward into whatever
Yes,
their role or their power is.
and usually by example in the Thoth deck,
Yes.
I think. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up finger. We do have another
Yes.
person in here, but they're not saying anything. But I'm just gonna let you know, third watcher or listener, we're finishing up our pick a card. We're just cutting it earlier this week because it's Easter and
Yeah.
she's exhausted and I'm exhausted and this cat needs something. He's going crazy. So if you picked this card, this was one to clarify my death card.
That was your
Seven of
oh,
Swords. So,
hmm.
so if you pick this card, it can and other cards. If this is one of the cards you pick, Seven of Swords can be saying that this week it's about you. You serve yourself this week. Don't worry about what anybody thinks. You do you, and don't worry about anybody else and what they think about you. Just
Hmm.
be yourself and be honest with yourself. And that's all you have to be honest with is yourself ever, really. But it's really nice to be honest with other people when you can. And when
You
you
can.
want
Yeah.
to, and you know you should be, but if there's situations where, you like your husband or your wife says, "Do I look fat in this?" Yes, you do not look fat. No, you do not look fat. That's always the answer. you know that's my example anyway. And another thing you can expect with this possibly is studying. I sometimes I see this with studying on your own just to kill time, and it's like there's kind of a guilt complex or killing time doing your own thing. There's a little guilt behind it. Maybe you told people you're doing something else, like you have to work or you're busy doing something, and you really just want to do something by yourself that's fun, like read or study. I think of studying. So some
Yeah.
subject you're interested in. It can be anything, and it's not necessarily like astrology or math. I mean, it can be like, trying to learn more about how to have good, healthy relationships or something like that. But you just want to spend time on your own a lot. And advice is if you feel like anyone is referencing anybody else being sneaky, I feel like trust your intuition with that. And I kind of feel like this person feels bad if this happens, if there is someone else involved sneaking around you and doing something that they shouldn't do or lying. I feel like you know it, and it all kind of resolves somehow very much in your favor because it's not reversed and they don't get away with it. I feel like they tell you something. or come forward with something too, if that's your situation. If it's someone else. Anything else as advice? Keep some thoughts to yourself. If you like, is something I'm not good at, but keep your mouth shut before and think before you talk. Is advice for this card sometimes because you don't really have all the facts. Sometimes this card says, and gather the facts. So gathering the source, and the source are the thoughts and the facts. And you might find unusual ways to gather the facts because he's doing some strange stuff here. Ooh. So there's that card. I hope you enjoyed the pick a card and could put the cards together. It looks like an interesting week, doesn't it? The Emperor, Death,
Yeah.
Seven of Swords, and
Kni- King of Cups reversed or Knight, King,
Knight of Cups reversed. Yeah.
Knight of Cups reversed.
Oh, okay.
Knight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of interesting stuff this week if you put them all together.
Yeah.
And calm would be my advice. Keep
Yeah,
calm.
exactly. Exactly. Keep calm and carry on, as they say.
I like that. And listeners and watchers, guys who are here, thank you so much, Linda and other person in here. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll be here next week at 6. And thank you, Donna.
Thank you always. Always a pleasure to see you and be with you and be with our listeners and watchers. And we've got some great podcasts coming up this week. So keep an eye peeled because there's going to be, which is a nasty expression. I don't even know why I say
Guys,
that
feel
anymore. I know it's like peel my eyes. Keep a
I hear a lot
lookout
about
for yeah, keep a lookout for this week's episodes because I think we've got some great guests coming up, and I think you're going to be very interested and enjoy our discussions. So look forward to seeing you then.
Yes, and also I'm sorry we didn't get to record the podcast this week. I had personal problems and couldn't take care of. I had pots flares and other things going on, but I'm doing better, little by
Yeah,
little. And thank you, Linda. Linda said thanks, and she put a smiley. I think, yeah, a little smiley.
there we go.
And thank
Thanks,
you, Linda.
Linda. Yeah,
And
thank
y'all
you.
have a great week and enjoy it,
Yeah,
whatever happens.
yeah,
Disconnect if you have to, and go live in here. Just
yeah,
not bad.
exactly. And when you do feel like it's time to step forward, I think you'll know. I don't think it's going to be something that you have to worry about or wonder about. I think you'll see your moment and just step right up and into it because it isn't going to come out of the blue. I mean, it's not going to be entirely unexpected. I think it's something that you already know is either in the works or has been in the works, and you know the time is coming. It looks like the time is not just coming, the time is now.
It's
So
here. It's arrived.
yeah,
It's, it
it's
is,
here.
this week isn't, I think this week is it? Neptune's going, or something's going into Aries. Mars. Mars is going into
Going
Aries.
into Aries.
I think so. Wasn't
Very
Pisces
active.
as well? Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
very
happening the
active
ninth, I
energy.
think. Yeah. Was
Yeah.
it the ninth? I think it's the ninth. I'm not sure about
I
that
think
though.
so too. I'd have to check. But yeah, definitely a very active energy. So be ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, be ready, guys. Thank you so much always. I hope you're at the next one. And tell people come to our lives watch.
Yeah,
Tell them to come watch
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Old
Invite
repeat.
people.
I
Yeah,
like calling it
invite
a
people.
repeat. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
invite people to come in on Sundays, especially for the free readings, but also again, encourage them to keep an eye out on the podcasts because we have all different guests covering a wide variety of topics, and we always have a lot of fun, and they're always very instructive. And we love seeing you and having you there with us.
Definitely. Definitely we do. And love you guys. Peace
Love you
out.
too.
I'm
Take
gonna
care.
just turn off the whole thing. I don't know how to shut it down without leaving, without
All
just
right.
shutting it down yet, but I'll figure it out.
That's all right. No worries.
Bye.